Well, now the question is, where the hell does this go? How much the progression is telegraphed by the map. At this point, I don't know where we're going anymore. What does it mean? Expedition Zero. I remember thinking that the family that we're dealing with.
Outside.
She's there. I can feel her.
We need to be as prepared as possible. Once we go up, there's no turning back.
I think I remember thinking that the family was from Expedition Zero, but I don't know if that's the correlation or not. Just the fact that Expedition Zero seemed unique in a bunch of ways and also was the beginning one made me wonder if they were responsible for the gommage or other things. They definitely apparently made it this far, which itself is wild. Things had just started going bad. Wasn't Expedition Zero like a search and rescue operation for trying to find people to save? But they also made it all the way here? I think this is going to be the faceless woman.
That's her. The Paintress.
She looks like the curator. Renoir. He mentioned the curator's wife. She's the Paintress.
You've come back.
Alors tranchons la trame, découle la
But the fire. Are you really here? Or is he?
Je t'en prie, fuis ce tableau maudit, cette
So the fire killed Verso and maimed Alicia?
Is he playing tricks again? Alicia,
Alicia.
your face. My face? What about my face? Are you going to burn it again?
Alicia's your daughter. And May'll remind you of her. The daughter you lost.
Come along. Let's go home.
Yes. You need to go home.
This is another trick. She's not Alicia. You are not my Verso.
No. Verso's dead.
No.
You are his creations, not mine. You will not take this canvas from me.
This is what we created the expeditions for.
Tomorrow comes.
How cruel of your father to use you like
Oh
this.
boy. Uh-huh.
Yes, I prefer darts. Rest.
Damn. Here I thought I was going to have the chance to shoot them down. Well, they lost their turns. Strong start. Okay. So now we're fighting the real Paintress. So they were kind of foreshadowing this when they had the mask man be the real boss instead of Visages. So this is the mom. Okay, so I was kind of on the mark interpreting what those words meant between them earlier.
Understand what you've done. You killed him.
Carefully waiting. I have to be so careful because I always reflexively want to react to the moment. I often want to react to the screen changing colors with like it's a QTE, but you have to then wait for the attack to start, which is a struggle because they're almost always moves I've never seen before. So I'm just like, oh god, what am I defending against? Oh man. Versa's gonna be able to break. Yep. Going for the normal attack first, then shoot till we're down to 5 attack. Break. Although the phase 2 transition that probably exists will probably kind of nullify my efforts here. Yeah. Unfortunate timing for the break to be viable.
I don't like this.
Uh-huh. It's the opposite of Visages. Wait, you can fly now?
Let's go.
Are we running? Is there no phase 2? But instead, it'll come up later, I guess. Oh? No, this looks like phase 2. Oh, this is hype. Jeez. Where are we? Oh, the burning is still happening. Oh, they're still stunned. They're no longer stunned. They were still stunned.
Renoir can grieve however he likes, but I get to grieve my own way.
Am I dodging? No? Okay. Oh, I have all 4 stains. I could actually cast that one attack if I had it right now, because I actually have all the stains. I will greatly increase the damage of Lightning Dance if I have enough AP for it, so I should just spend something that uses lightning to do more damage. And then save up the rest for now. Oh, he has no AP. Wow. Rude. Well, now he has more AP.
Let's carve a path.
Yeah, not gonna be able to break again. It keeps ending my turn. It keeps taking me out of aim mode because I run out of AP, but then my effect gets me to get more AP over and over again, so I then can do it again. It's comical.
Just try it.
I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm doing.
What? Okay. Oh. Mael, help. I don't know why I said Mael, help with the same cadence of Kal-El, no. Just trying to go through as much of that as I can, and then give energy to her, so she can do a scary attack, hopefully. Okay, so now I can do maximum damage increase on Lightning Dance, because I have all 3 of those colors. Oh my fucking god.
Let's carve a path.
Calm down. Oh, I missed. I had to be careful, she's moving. Is she taking infinite damage? I think she's cheating. Alright, well let's break anyway. Is the most superfluous breaks in the world. Damn, it's like a Diablo 2 cutscene with the frame rate.
Is it over?
No, we're not done yet.
But she is stunned for this turn. But not that turn. It's not a burning damage. What if she died of burn?
There is a violence, yes.
Did it say the Paintress protects an expeditioner? Is that what it said? I'm not sure what I read there. Tainted power. Damage can exceed 9999. Like the Paintress was limiting our powers? Like diegetically?
Rest now. Things will be better soon.
Number. She's gone. She's gone.
It's done. You're free. You are all free.
Is this real?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Gustav's watching over us. Hey, come. Wanna plant it?
Where the hell did that come from?
Though presumably, there'll be no one coming after, right? It's symbolic.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
She looks so fucking goofy every time. And in the back of my brain, I'm like, but it can't be over. Because we just unlocked flying. And there's clearly things you fly to. So where does the story go from here? They have futures now.
Still feel immortal?
Less than yesterday.
Shall we test it out?
I appreciate the offer.
Monoko, you've been extra quiet since we got to the monolith.
Have I?
What now?
He hasn't said anything.
We go back to Lumiere and life goes on?
Yeah. Decades and decades in front of us. Guess this is how it feels to be immortal. What do we do now with all this time?
The expedition might be over, but we're not done yet. There are so many questions left to answer.
Lumière red. Ouh.
I don't know how to put this, but it looked like he was rapping.
I tire of the conflicts and deceptions that plague our family and theirs. So, I entrust you with this letter. Whether you give it to her is up to you. I'm at peace with what's to come. When the time comes, I hope you will be too. Maya, it's a strange feeling watching you with my brother, laughing and smiling, without the scars or the memories that afflict me. Alicia, as she was meant to be, not this painted version that I am. My family, a facsimile of yours, and this world, a mirror, painted by your mother, the Paintress, to stave off her grief. Seeing your expedition through would plunge us all into the abyss. For in ridding the world of the Paintress, you'd lose the sole force standing against the one who would erase us, the one who invokes the flowers of the Gommage. An act of love, for he does love her. Your father. On her monolith, she paints a warning for us all, of the few she can save as her power wanes. We all wish for our families to thrive. Your family, however, believes only one can survive. But perhaps you'll find another way. You who have lived amongst us, perhaps you differ from your father and your sister, as I differ from mine. Your mother paints life, whilst your father, death. What will you paint?
Is it time for the next Gommage? Oh, they fucked up. So every year the Paintress was saving people.
You're okay.
Alicia? Good, you're awake. Come downstairs.
She seems surprised, so I'm wondering, is that Mael? Like, did she go back to inhabit Alicia? This is taking a wild turn, especially since oh wow, that went on for so long my controller turned off. I guess it would. Especially since in the back of my mind I'm just like, I just unlocked flying, didn't I? There's clearly stuff on the map that telegraphs that I'm gonna fly there. So I'm like, what do you mean everybody's dead? So the Paintress was actually protecting everyone every year. And there was 1 year's worth of people she couldn't save every time. It was the warning of how she's getting weaker. But because that warning was visible, everyone just took it as a threat. And so they assumed that she was the one doing this and set out to kill her for like 70 years, failing to do so the whole time. Seemingly implying that the curator is the father, right? Because the curator is the counterpart to the Paintress. Now we're here again. Is there... yeah, they're doing the thingy. There's a song playing backwards right now. You can hear from those weird, harsh ways each note ends. Because normally when you play string instrument notes or a lot of other types of notes, they start with like a pluck or some kind of like percussion noise or any sort of thing, or the beginning of you blowing or something, and then they have more of a taper at the end as you stop blowing over time, or the string calms down, or the reverb of the percussion note dies out. So it's unusual to hear notes ending harshly. And so the fact they're all ending harshly is always a sign that that's why you can intuitively recognize when a song's playing backwards like this, even if you don't know what it is. The damage from the fire runs too deep. This wall can't be saved. Papa can repair the fire damage, and Clair can repair the walls, but it will never be the same. We might just be Alicia. Her confusion at being able to speak made me think that it was Mael inhabiting Alicia. But maybe she just has to relearn the fact that she can't speak every day. Why would that say 33? They talked about your family being a mirror of our own, and I'm like not clear on like what that means. Like, is the implication, because from early on I kind of thought that the white-haired man, Renoir, kind of looked like Gustave, and I was like, what's up with that? Why do they look similar? Is he like an older version of Gustave? Was Gustave himself a younger version of Renoir? I don't know if it all makes sense to chart out that way necessarily, but I'm like, are we supposed to think that like that's the party that we played as? Like Mael and Verso are Mael and Verso, obviously. Then like maybe that's Ciel on the left, and Luna was the wife, and then Monaco's the dog, as being the one non-human character in the party. Is that some level of implication there, like parallels between the characters? But why would there be in this memory a painting of specifically 33? A painting of a thing that's never happened before. Unless reality became these paintings, like these paintings and this, what if this manor and its paintings are the real part, and everything else was a projection? A painted world? Because, like, the physics never made sense. The physics was always doing insane things the whole time. So it's the idea that the entire game we just played was the paintings in this house, essentially.
Alicia, quit dawdling. End of the corridor, you know where it is.
So rude. I was in a fire. You have to be nice to me forever now. Also, did you sleep like this? Dressed like this? Uh-huh. It looks like a deconstructed horse. What am I looking at up there?
Finally. Our little shadow is awake.
What's going on there? Are you painted? Is that why you look like that? Because apparently Versa was painted. A duplicate replacement of the boy who died in the fire. And Mael is the perfect version of Alicia.
Our parents are quite the stubborn pair. They're still fighting each other inside the canvas. He has her imprisoned at the top of the monolith, and she has him trapped beneath. It's a stalemate.
Did you see Verso?
You're as bad as Aline. He's not Verso. He's a painted copy built from our mother's memories. You do well to remember that.
I know that. I'm not a child.
Don't roll your eyes at me, sister dear. I know you're not a child, but you're not grown either. And too many in our family have lost all caution and sense of late.
I'm worried. They've been inside the canvas for so long.
They've spent longer than this in other canvases. It's not that dire. Yes, I know. Maman's been in there for quite a while already. And Renoir is wasting time in there, trying to help someone who doesn't want his help. We have more urgent matters to attend to.
Are they about to die in real life? Because they died today in the canvas or something? So that's why they just teleport in whenever they feel like it? And otherwise, like... Huh. Because they don't seem to have like a continuity of where they are. They just kind of show up whenever they feel like in the middle of us doing stuff. Can you help Maman?
Help her do what? Run away and hide? She's already succeeded there. Honestly, if Aline wants to numb herself in the canvas, then let her. Grief is no excuse. We're all grieving. She's a grown woman, and she was the head of the Painters' Council. She failed her responsibilities. I don't have time to coddle her. And before Verso died, she would have said the same.
Can you help Papa?
I already have. Aline is more skilled than Renoir, but I've tipped the scales in his favor. I have my pets in place. She who controls chroma controls the canvas. I can't take her chroma, but I can keep it from returning to her.
So Cleo created the Nevrons because they kill people in a way that turns them into stone? Is that the idea?
Yes, it's enough. It's just a matter of time. As she weakens, Renoir is able to erase her oldest creations. With the exception of her obscene fake family. She's made them immortal, but luckily, they're also quite useless.
This is wild. Just dump on people at the end.
I need you to take care of yourself while I'm gone.
You're leaving?
Don't be naive. The world doesn't stop simply because our family is in mourning. The conflict is spreading, and there are things I must do if we painters are to survive.
I want to help.
You will do nothing. You're too weak to do anything useful. You'd be a liability. The writers used you against us once before. They won't hesitate to use you again. And I can't promise that I'll make the same choice Verso made. Verso traded his life for yours. I both love and hate him for that. The damn fool. Although, if you really want to be useful, then enter the canvas and help Renoir. I need him back here sooner rather than later. I'll fight this war alone if I have to, but I'd really rather not. Can you handle that? Lest you forget, the only reason those two are in there is because your naivety cost Verso his life.
Damn.
Good. Go to the canvas when you're ready. And repaint your throat when you're in there, before you completely forget how to have a conversation.
Repaint your throat. Damn. Well, she's a lot to tolerate. So she was repeatedly visiting Verso, who she knew was dead. And I think Verso knew this entire time that he was dead, and that he was a painted copy of Verso. But that this was the real her. The one that he died to save. That's a lot to process, with having the idea that those iterations of those characters can interact with each other.
Lest you forget, the only Good. And repaint...
Verso's childhood canvas, where we used to play. Where he painted Esquier and Monaco. And where Maman and Papa now fight. Leah's right, it's my fault. I should help fix this. And I do want to fix this. I do, if I can. Verso would have. And it would be nice to talk and breathe again without pain, without my face being... Not that that's the reason to do this. No, it's the right thing to do, after everything I've caused. Huh. So it's her canvas. It's her old world that she made.
If we bring Maman out of the canvas, she'll try to return. We must hide the canvas.
Well reasoned. And such a clever hiding spot you've chosen. She'll still find it, but I'm impressed. This only truly ends if you destroy the canvas. And that means stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting. See? Wasn't so hard. Wait, that's Aline's chroma. Stay calm. Don't let it take control of you. Calm, Alicia, or it'll paint over you. Auspicious start. Well, you're about to be reborn in this world as one of Aline's creations. Have fun. At least this will keep you out of trouble until I get back.
Epilogue Alicia. Are we gonna find out that she was Mael this whole time? Like, did she become Mael and lose track of who she was and then live in this whole fantasy as an orphan?
She's a girl. She's a girl. She's beautiful. What a lovely voice. My love, did you decide on a name?
Yes. Oh, my darling girl. We have precious little time together. You'll never know us. But I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know you're not alone. You will always be the beautiful child I held in my arms. You will smile the brightest smile. You will cry iridescent tears. You will know love, and you will know pain. You will know loss all too well, because we live in an unforgiving world. But you are strong, and you will survive. You will struggle, and you will learn. You'll find people to call your own, and you will shine as their guiding light. For you will change the world, and the people around you. You'll forever be our princess.
So the double twist is that
decided on her name.
The painted Mael was the real Alicia at the same time.
And her name will be... Mael.
Act 3. Is this in the past, or is she coming back? Because she presumably could never die in this situation because she's from outside the painting?
Alicia.
Actually, I prefer Mael.
I think I do too. But I'm not really Versa, and you're not really Mael, are you?
You're not Verso, no. You look and sound just like him, but you're you. I'm still Mael, though. You should have helped me remember.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. If I'd listened to Mama, if I hadn't trusted the writers, Verso would still be alive and you
Wouldn't exist.
wouldn't be caught in the middle. Mama did a terrible thing, painting you into Verso's canvas, giving you his memories, pretending the fire only took me. But I'm glad you exist.
Your father was right to erase everyone. It's better this way.
Better for who? Verso would never have wanted his canvas gone. He loved Esquier and his gestrels and grandes.
It was killing our mother. Staying here so long in a make-believe world with her make-believe family.
It's not make-believe. It's not. You're not to me. Papa's here. He'll help me fix Lumiere.
Will he?
Maman painted a rather unflattering portrait of him. He's much warmer than the Renoir, you know.
I bet.
Renoir is not being Renoir, I remember. Painted power Pictos acquired. Power to deal more than 9999 damage. They like, I think they're just like flashing back to remind me of that Picto in case I forgot, because it's such a big deal that I need to know that I got that like an hour of cutscenes ago. So the game is still going. Something's up. So they're making a point to say this world is real to them, and there's a consequences that matter. So I guess we need to go back for another act now and defeat the father. Or whatever version of him is doing this. That's the equivalent of the Paintress. A lot to unpack. I'm thinking about how I made the comment at the end of Act 1 where I was like, oh man, there are so many gamers that respond really poorly when you take the male protagonist and you kill him off. And you then like kind of recenter the narrative around a female character or something, the way that this is clearly Mael's story. Which is clear most of the time along. Like, definitely, Verso definitely became more important than I expected. He just seemed to be some dude at first that has, like, you know, one of the people that survived, but I didn't realize, like, oh god, he's got so many ties to all this stuff. To the point where he did kind of steal the story a little bit away, and, like, Ciel and Luna just didn't have that much to do in Act 2 compared to Act 1. Like, they kind of took a back seat compared to the plot, which kind of properly started at that point. In that we were getting background details about what these main characters, this family's actually up to, but without them ever playing their hand. But oh my god, if having Act 1 end that way was like a filter essentially, because if you're bothered by games, the games that pull that kind of move, you're really gonna struggle with this moment where they kill off, or at least kind of kill off, the entire cast of the game while simultaneously implying that it was all a dream, kind of. Which is a lot. Miles recovered her memories as a paintress.
Why would he help repaint everything?
I hid the canvas before I entered, so Maman can't come back again. There's no need to erase the canvas anymore.
He'll want you to go home.
I'm not at risk like Maman. I haven't been in this canvas that long. Besides, Papa has a soft spot for me. He'll listen.
So she thinks that she can convince him to fix the canvas in the memory of Verso now that the actual struggle is gone. Because he was... This was all a symbol of the mom's grief at this point, projecting over the loss of their son and his artistic creation. So the entire fake Lumiere and all the lore of this setting was originally... The original Lumiere was Verso's creation. Then this version of it that's shattered and full of mess, that's because Alicia's sister filled it with Nevrons, monsters, her pets, she said. And then the mom was trying to protect the town that was left with all that she could, while the father carved away at it every year. Just continuously beating away at that. I don't know how time works for them by comparison. I was going to say that they're certainly less immortal than perceived, because it seems like they just kind of skip most of time and don't experience all of it. Although then Verso is immortal. The immortal duplicate of a dead person, but like he's not from outside the painting, so he's not skipping around the way that Alicia seems to, with the way that she comes and goes. Instead, Verso actually is living linearly in here. It wasn't clear. I thought that he died because everybody else died, but it didn't actually show him Gomage. It showed him anticipate the shockwave and then wait for it. And when somebody closes their eyes as a shockwave hits them like that in an accepting way, most of fiction would make you think that person just died. But he seems to still be fine. I could see the pier in the background, and he wasn't there anymore, so he moved at the very least. I thought that meant he Gomaged, but it would be weird to not show him Gomage, but his moment of acceptance also is implied to be a death, like I said before, so I don't know. I'm just like, what the fuck happens? Oh, well, he's still here. I keep saying he by accident, but Esquia is genderless. So the original Verso created Esquia and Monaco, and they had a whole history together where they went on adventures together, like an isekai, like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or whatever. Like they were essentially having isekai adventures inside this painting. But then the real Verso died, and it was replaced by a copy, an attempted copy of him. And so then they just took to having adventures with this new Verso, who then was immortal and could go on adventures with them forever, which is definitely something a grieving mother would potentially do in this situation. It's wild. But the implication is that Esquia knows Renoir, because even he's like, Renoir's not being Renoir. It also explains why they're nonsense characters, like how some of these, like, the non-human characters in this setting are, like, wacky fiction things because they're genuinely from a different story. I talked about how jarring the tone of this game could be, and interestingly that does all make sense because it was this was a whimsical fantasy setting when Verso made it, and it's the conflict between the parents over his death that color what's going on with how horrible things are in this setting and how horrific the things happening to everyone are compared to the whimsical setting it used to be, just some sort of beautiful idealized version of France, essentially, because they have this messed up weird painting power that gives them a terrifying amount of power over what are functionally sentient beings, which itself, I can't believe how often this wraps back around to it, but this is Myst. This is like really, really heavily Myst. The Myst franchise, where people write books, and those books create real settings with real people in them, and then you're like, oh fuck, these are sentient people that live here. There's like a responsibility there. And I gotta make that Myst video essay, because I think there's a religious schism in Myst that is non-explicit, but is clearly there, where in order to mentally defend themselves from the responsibility of what they're doing in creating life, I think the people in the Myst setting, the Denis, convince themselves that they are merely connecting to worlds in the multiverse, and that those places just already exist somehow, which is, there's a million reasons why that's stupid and clearly not true. And the game, and I think the setting, and I think the writers know that and expect you to understand that, but because they don't ever explicitly say in a fourth wall breaking way that those characters are wrong, a lot of people actually believe those characters. But like, it's really clear from how the mechanics of the story work that, like, no, they're creating these worlds and modifying them, and that has horrific implications for the human beings that live there, because despite the fact that they're writing literal fiction, they're diegetically writing fiction that becomes real, and that is just like on a meta level, they're writing books. They're writing fiction books. They're creating worlds the way that authors create worlds. That's the whole point. Just like how these are painters creating worlds. But in both cases, the people inside the worlds are real once you make them, which has terrifying implications for your responsibility to them and the cruelty of these people fighting back and forth here. It's like Renoir deserved to die for like 100 reasons. One was the cruelty, but that cruelty is informed by the fact that he knows that the people here aren't real, but that's still cruel because actually they are real, but also he's a cruel nightmare amalgam of the real Renoir. Like, he's designed to be cruel because he's the mother's implication. He is the mother's perception of her own husband in the aftermath of the death of their son. And in her grief, she sees him as cruel and creates a version of him that is. And I guess we're gonna meet the real one and see how that contrasts. Hopefully for the better.